All right, so we're gonna do a breakdown of the new King Cobra 8-inch shells. I think the first 8-inch on the market. And yeah, let's and we're gonna we're not gonna break these down, but just to compare some of these, really good shells from last year, just the normal 7-inch hardcore, and from the year before, again, some of the best of that year by far, the Thriller, also 7. So I think maybe before we even weigh anything, we can just sort of look. I know a lot of people are really concerned about the top, the gap. So here, let's start with like some of the oldies. So for Thriller, it looks about a little less than 1 1/8, like maybe 1 1/16 inch gap in that one. And now for last year's 7-inch hardcore, you can see there's the gap there. Get that fuse out of the way. So maybe a 1/16 more than 1 1/2. So that would be like 1 9/16, give or take. And now for the new one, there's the gap. It's again like a little less than 1 1/2. So maybe like 7/16. So there's less of a gap in this than last year's hardcore. Now, let's get these back here. So let's do some of these weight comparisons. So for the 8-inch King Cobra, zero it out, 265.7. That's the total. And just, for those who end up getting these, so you can tell, this is number 17 of the series. All right, so now let's do last year's hardcore, the 7, and this one's going to be number 6 for those that care. The total for this is 217.5. I guess I can just write that down. Hold on. Yep, 217.5 for the total. We're not going to break these down. We're just doing this comparison. Now for the Thriller, and for those who are concerned, number 3. 224.3. And that's Thriller. So the hardcores are definitely, extra 40, over 40 grams. That's a pretty significant difference. Okay, so let's break it down. I know most don't care, but just to do it right, let's tear it out. .5. Okay, that's the fuse. Now let's do the lift. $12.9 for the lift. It's a decent amount of lift. Okay, now we're going to do brake. Let me first tear this out. Now we really shouldn't be cutting in this way, but so you guys can both see, or everyone can see, it's empty. And now this composition which we had teared out, is 126.7. So that's a hefty break with stars. So let's do the total. Most people are just concerned about that, but let's just tally this up. 16, 21, 3, 5, 11, 3, 5, and 1. So maybe my math is wrong, but I believe it's 151.1 grams of composition. What's the most important thing everyone really cares about is this, the break. 126.7 grams for number 17. And there, we'll test these out, but these look like they're gonna be some hitters.